Hello, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Thursday, November 13th, basketball show. We've got a few NBA games, few college football games we're going over. Sorry we've been off for here a little bit, still fighting some illness, so I do apologize about that, but appreciate everybody's patience. We'll get rolling through these basketball games. Whether it's your first time you're on your show or been here before a lot, we appreciate you coming on board, watching us. We've got a couple of things to get through. Outlier 7-day free trial. The Outlier does sponsor our show, so you can check out that 7-day free trial link in the comments section YouTube channel page. And then also our Discord channel, if you want to get involved in that. A couple hundred plus members that love the same thing you do, and that's called Sports Wagering. Get all of our bets early. Get the unit sizes, get bonus material. On days we don't have shows, you're still getting your stuff in the Discord. So you might get them a little late in the Discord, but still getting them. So well worth getting involved in that as well. All right, we'll get to the NBA. We've got 3 games going on. Then we've got a few college basketball games that we're in on as well. Toronto Raptors and the Cavaliers. Cavs favored by 7.5 coming off a back-to-back. 240.5 total here. So we don't know who's all going to play, not going to play. Typical NBA bullshit this time of year. I swear, just like put it out there. Like really, all of a sudden, Mobley, Mitchell, and all these guys can't play. Garland I know is hurt, but the other two, I think we're having a rest day a little bit early. I don't consider 82 games that big of a schedule, but I guess these guys do and the teams do. So. I guess get some bench time available, whatever. Anyway, it does kind of mess everything up is because you don't know who's going to play what, and then rotation of minutes, things of that nature. But Raptors coming in on full rest. We think there's going to be a lot of scoring, as there typically is in Cleveland in this one. So let's give you all the plays that we've got in that one. Cleveland and the Raptors over 240.5, 60.5 for the first quarter, 121.5 first half. We expect Brandon Ingram to have a big game, so you're going to see a lot of plays on him in here. 26-plus points and rebounds combined. R.J. Barrett over 3.5 assists. Brandon Ingram over 24.5 points, assists combined. Jarrett Allen, 5-plus points in the first quarter. Merrill for the Cavs, 3-plus points in the first quarter. Sam Merrill under 2.5 rebounds. Then we're going to have Brandon Ingram over 30.5 points, assists, rebounds combined. Brandon Ingram, 4-plus assists. And Emmanuel Quickly over 1.5 turnovers. Still trying to figure out what Toronto's really going to be, I think, as the season goes along. I think, obviously, if Ingram, Barnes, and Quickly all stay healthy and R.J. Barrett, they've got 4 pieces there that kind of work. They don't have really – the whole Barnes, I think, is going to be that superstar. Ingram's pretty ball dominant. I don't know if he's going to allow Barnes to kind of do everything there. The problem is all 4 of them really need the ball in their hand quite a bit between the 4 of them. So it gets a little choppy at times, but, we do like – I guess that they're better than what they have been. The question is going to be health. They don't have a ton of depth. In my opinion on that one. So the other hand, the Cavs do have some depth, and the Cavs, it seem like they want to skip the regular season and hop right to the playoffs. Don't work necessarily that way, but as they keep taking days off or here, the big deal I think is Garland. He has to be healthy for them, I think, in order to make closer to get to the finals or Eastern Conference finals. Next game up, we got Pacers and Spurs. So the Pacers without Halliburton have turned into one of the worst teams in the league, right? So they've been really bad, right? And their depth, which is a question mark going into it. Now you take away Mathurin, you take away, you take away Halliburton, and you take Turner off of last year's team, and you definitely see the depth issues here. It's where they really come into play. They are not that good. Now, the Suns have enjoyed kind of a powder puff schedule, I think, before the for the early part of the season. So they're going to be I'm looking to see if we can get a season-long ticket if they get closer to 42 wins and then backdoor this under, as their schedule does get a lot tougher down the road. But they should be able to handle the Pacers here is what we anticipate. This line here is what? Their favorite 4.5 coming off a back-to-back with the win against Dallas. Dallas has looked just god-awful. 232.5 in this one here. Give us some Suns, begrudgingly. Suns minus 1.5 first quarter, 2.5 first half, 4.5 for the game. And the reason why I say begrudgingly, we are here in Phoenix, but I don't want to give them any credit because I do not think they're very good at all. I'm just waiting for the Booker injury and for them to lose 21 straight. Booker 2+ threes. Booker for 8+ points in the first quarter. Royce O'Neal 11+ points total. Siakam under 7.5 rebounds. Iguodala under 9.5 points and rebounds. Nembhard 3+ 3-pointers made. Jackson. Let's go with what do we got? 6+ rebounds, and then Dylan Brooks over 1.5 turnovers. We'll finish up the night in the NBA, at least, with the Jazz and the Hawks. Hawks coming off the back-to-back. Jazz back at home getting 2.5. Hawks have played better without. Here's the shitty part. I don't understand what they are with Trae Young. I do understand what they are without Trae. The problem is if they lose any more depth without Young, they're in trouble. Young's not supposed to be back to what? At least the 1st of December, probably at the earliest on that one. So they're going to get more. Jalen Johnson looks like he's more free-flowing. Dyson Daniels, Porzingis, Okongwu. Those guys have played, Rissinger have played well. Another game on the road, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to put another back-to-back. And it is hard to play. I know in Utah, Utah's team is so bad, and they still figure out how to take the best teams to the mat. Might not win them, but at least keep them relatively extremely close when they're at home. On the road's a different story. You see it on the road, they are just ugly. 233.5 total in this one. We're going to take the Jazz one more time here, as we do like what they do at home. Jazz +0.5 first quarter, +1.5 first half, 2.5 for the game. Collier for the Jazz, 10+ points, plus money on that one. Marketing 3+ threes. Keontae George over 6.5 assists. Kind of a short one in that one, but I think we're more about the Jazz winning that game probably. I think they got a great chance to win that game straight up. College basketball-wise, actually pretty decent slate today, and we've got a monster matchup as well. So we'll get started. Nothing for us on the 11 o'clock Eastern time frame game, so we'll start at 6 o'clock Eastern. Pitt and West Virginia, backyard brawl of football and basketball. West Virginia laying 5.5, 134.5 total. We are in this one. We think West Virginia is actually a pretty solid team here, Big 12 times. So give us West Virginia minus 2.5 first half and 5.5 for the game. Then we're going to get down. We're skipping Cornell Lafayette, but we are on San Jose State and Michigan State here. So we're not hallucinating and think Michigan State's going to lose, but they're a 24.5 point favorite, which seems like quite a bit. And then the total we like quite a bit here at 142.5. San Jose State likes to pick up the pace and go. So we do like the over here, over 72.5 the first half and over 142.5 for the game. And then we'll finish it up, the biggest one of the day in Tuscaloosa, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Purdue headed down to Tuscaloosa. This is why we like college basketball. Teams will go to the other team's house. They're not afraid. If they got 5 losses, 7 losses, it's not that big a deal. Just play some competition, get your team ready for the tournament, get your team ready for conference play, all that kind of fun stuff. Alabama at home, they're going to be laying 3.5. Some places already 4.5. I like Crimson Tide here. I think Purdue's going to be fine. I don't think really, them being the number 1 team coming out preseason was the smartest thing on earth. Expected to be a track meet, but we'll roll it with Bama here. Bama minus 1.5 first half and then 3.5 for the game. So that's a rundown of college basketball and NBA for November 13th. If you like the content you're seeing here, whether it's my show or anybody else's show out there, show love for the creators. Like it, subscribe, turn notifications on. It don't cost you nothing. Share it with a friend. All you're doing is spreading it around, right? So more people get a chance to look at it. If you like it, I guarantee you other people are going to like it too. So by you doing a couple things that don't cost a penny, helps us spread our wings or spread our show out even further. So greatly appreciate that. Outlier, we mentioned before the show started. They sponsor all of our shows here on YouTube. So Outlier 7-day free trial of this wonderful sports betting app is in the comments section or the YouTube channel page. All you check it out for free for 7 days. I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to give you great bet ideas. They're going to give you trends that's going on, where the money's coming in on the books, odd shop for you at all the books that you're a part of, and you can make all the bets from one spot without having to go from book to book to book to book to book and all that kind of fun stuff. You can do it all from one spot in Outlier. 7-day free trial in the comments section, also the YouTube channel page. And then also the Discord channel. Love to see everybody there that we can. A couple hundred plus members already there that love doing the same thing that you do, and that's sports wagering. You're going to get all of our bets early. You're going to get unit sizes as well. So which ones to play more money on, or which ones, if you can't play them all, which ones to play first, right? By doing all of that. College football, for example, doesn't come out till what? It doesn't play till Saturday. They're already sitting on those. So NFL, which we haven't put a show out yet for Thursday, they've already got all of those. Get ahead of line moves, get ahead of juice moves, get ahead of player prop, yardage moves, all that kind of fun stuff. All you got to do is get on the Discord channel. You can find that link in the comments section as well on the YouTube channel page. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.